A 13-year-old Somali refugee drowned in a river. Some are suspecting it to be murder. Assalamu alaikum, what's going on everybody? You may have heard the story already of a 13-year-old Somali refugee named Shukri who was found dead in a river. Initially, it was reported as an accident. She fell, she drowned, case closed. However, many reports are coming out that she was for a long time a victim of bullying in school. Since she arrived, she was bullied in school from the very beginning. And after examining her body, they have found many scratches, bruises, and bite marks. Very unlikely to have been caused by a drowning incident. And probably more likely to have been caused by bullying. I'm not an expert, but it makes sense. This has caused many to believe that she may have not actually slipped by accident and drowned and died, but was actually led there by her bullies, and therefore this may have actually been murder. Dude, this story's kind of creepy. Like, honestly, it's super sad and super creepy because, like, anytime you find a dead person anywhere, it's scary. And then when it's a child, it's even worse. And then when it's a refugee child who was constantly bullied in school, it makes you start thinking. Now, in full disclosure, I don't know if this was an accident, if it was murder, if it was suicide, I don't know. And some people might be thinking, if she wasn't Muslim, you wouldn't even be talking about it. First of all, when I talk about bullying, I always talk about it in general, not just against Muslims. Second of all, the channel name is That Muslim Guy, so you can kind of guess what I'm gonna talk about. More or less things that pertain to Muslims, but I always also bring it full circle to all people, because Islam is a religion that involves humanity. Now, in regards to this event specifically, I don't know what happened, but there are a few things that are quite disturbing. Number one, this case was open and closed so fast, it's like authorities don't really care about what really happened. It's kind of like they had the mentality of, she's a Somali refugee, we don't really care. If she died, it's probably an accident, let's not look too deep into this, we don't want to allocate resources to this. Which doesn't seem very appropriate for authorities to do. Number two, this seems to be a reoccurring theme. I can swear this is probably like the third video that I've made about bullying in school, mainly bullying people who are refugees, who came from war-torn areas, and many of these refugees who were victims of bullying either attempted or succeeded in committing suicide. So this is no joke. I feel like I've made too many videos about this, and there's just more and more stories coming out, and honestly, like, these are very depressing videos. Number three, bullying is still alive and well and apparently flourishing, and it appears to continue feeding on those who have suffered the most. Personally, I don't know what the solution is. In my other videos, I've talked about what I think should be done, but at the very least, this should be a conversation that we're constantly having on how to resolve this, rather than just brushing it aside and pretending it doesn't exist and hoping it'll go away, because that's not how problems are solved. So I don't know what the solution is, but I do know when more media attention is given to police officers saving ducks in the water than attention given to police officers finding a refugee child's body in a river, then something is very wrong in the world. And we really need to acknowledge this before it gets even worse. In conclusion, all I can say is may Allah have mercy on this child and grant her paradise, and grant her family patience over this tragedy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and share this video with your friends. Let them know what's happening. I'm That Muslim Guy, and until next time, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you.